now.
Foundry never stops impressing.
Oh, I'm still behind. I haven't updated the software. I'm waiting until we transition. Okay, this is session something. I really don't remember. But I do know that not last week, 3 weeks ago, I think, last time we played, everybody had finished solving all of the different puzzles in this layer-like space that you are in. Opening all of the plates on the brass door, or the brass plates on the skeleton door to the south of this chamber. That's down here, if anybody has completely forgotten. Again, this chamber, to just describe it again, just so the geometry is fresh in everyone's mind, it's a kind of a gallery and den filled with, in the lower main section of it, there's a roiling cauldron that is emitting a noxious but not harmful green gas that is kind of tinging the whole room. There's implements of various grotesqueries. There's a cage in which you had found another one of those homunculus creatures and killed it, and then on the galleries on each side of this room are the doorways to all of the puzzle chambers that you either solved or brute forced. And then the door to the south of this chamber has 5 brass keyholes that you have unlocked now. And I think that brings us up to date. Does anybody have any questions about anything before we move forward?
Not really, other than I vaguely remember there was cackling, wasn't it? With the witches and stuff.
There was cackling, but I think that was the last sentence of the prior session.
Ah, that's right. Yep.
Did I have healed to full in the time?
Huh?
Could I have healed in the time between last... Because I wasn't here last session. My character's missing a bit of HP.
How many HP are you missing? I mean, you could probably just do, like...
21.
I don't care.
I mean, Gel could do
Yeah, I'm trained in
first aid, I
medicine,
think.
so I could have just treated wounds.
Sure. Because Pathfinder medicine checks, you can do them every, like, 10 minutes, I think. Do you have the benefit that lets you do it every 10 minutes?
Oh, how long was last session in terms of time?
Probably, like, an hour or 2.
Okay, so I would have gotten 1.
So I guess go ahead and make a...
I didn't... Yeah, I can pop some of those too. Because, trust me, I'm not a doctor.
I mean, you kind of are, though.
But he plays one on Pathfinder 2e.
I mean, in this world, you're at like the education level, Doctor. Wait, shit.
I don't know if
now.
I don't know if I tweeted the video or not, but trust me, I am not a doctor.
I think in this world it's called a chirurgeon. the proto...
Are you not a doctor
surgeon.
of Kaboom?
I'll explain that joke later.
I've been watching too much Peacemaker. All I can think of is Doctor of Thugonomics.
I mean, yeah. I mean, isn't that
That show was epic, I'm sorry.
I just
Not
caught
to
up
get off
last
track,
night.
but holy
Okay.
shit.
Yeah.
Well, let me
so
find
for
this
medicine checks, yeah, I guess Barry, if you want to do a medicine check, go ahead and apply the results. Oh, it's not running. Haha. There we
I'm
go.
going for a DC 30, and I'm going to roll a 9 once again.
I mean,
Well, Barry, you got it.
Barry rolled a 30.
I'm looking at which ones you have, Barry. Let's see here.
Oh, let's go. I made the DC 30 check, so that's going to be... oh, wait, no, it's a critical success, so that's going to be 48 plus...
So who are you healing with that?
30 plus 30. So that's going to be 46 hit points towards Kana and Murakana.
Well, you have ward
Yeah,
medic, and
boy.
you're a master in medicine, aren't you? So you can heal 4 people.
Yeah, and Daji, and who else is not feeling too hot? Oh,
I
myself.
Oh, yeah. If you're healing, you need it. I need, like, a top off of this. about it.
I'm fine. I've got
Like
missing
how
a tiny.
how much are you missing?
4.
Yeah, you're fine. You suck it up. Rub some dirt in it.
I'm missing like 6. I'll manage. I think Lucanu's probably the one who's most hurt before me.
Yeah, so just throw 46 on top. Oh wait, plus 30. Yeah, 46 on top of everything.
Oh, is that the one where you do 30 plus the dice? Jesus. Yeah.
Yeah, plus since it was a critical success for
Got
the 20, that is a 48 instead of a 2d8. Oh shit! Also, treat wounds. Any wounded condition is removed from anyone who might have it. I don't think anyone has it.
I don't think so. Although Shijin. Sorry, I don't.
Shijin is that wounded or is
Gee,
that?
get the robot.
Yeah, getting the robot.
It says I
Shijin.
have. It says I have prone and flat-footed, but I don't remember what.
Yeah,
that was.
that's not wounded. So you can just get back up at some point, I think.
Murakana tripped you over. You should definitely put something inappropriate in his pockets.
You definitely tripped on my ego.
It's probably the aftermath of the werebores, and then there wasn't combat after the werebores. So, okay, so y'all take a few minutes to heal over the course of, looking around this room. Does anybody want to do anything else right now?
Just preparing inappropriate comments, and that's it.
Wait, we heard the cackling, right? And then nothing happened?
Let's just pretend the cackling didn't happen.
Oh, okay.
And I'll pick it up there. I'm doing the thing where I erased the last sentence of the previous episode because I decided to, do it different.
That's fine. We have all the keys right now, don't we? Because we backtracked and everything.
Yes, you do.
Daiji will insert one of them, just at random, into a spot that looks like it would fit, of course.
Yes. I am doing a thing. Wait, advanced options. No, not adaptive. No. Yeah. Okay. So as you insert, we'll say the triangle key, or as you attempt to insert the triangle key into the doorway, you hear a cackling sound coming from the air around you, and you are shoved. Oh, I'm still in the light interface, so let's get rid of the light interface.
Like that?
Yeah, like that. You are shoved back from the door, which is suddenly encased. The light just kind of looks funny because I can only make spherical lights in Foundry.
I mean, it's still a cool effect. It's like a force field thing.
Yeah, so basically just in front of the door, this isn't blocking the space in front of the door, it's just preventing you from physically touching the door. But this purple magical barrier springs up before the door, kind of preventing you from accessing it. And you hear multiple voices cackling from various points within this room. And a voice speaks out to all of you. You didn't think we'd make it that simple for you, did we? Sorry, I got distracted by something in the middle of trying to do that. My wife came downstairs and moved a bunch of kids' cars and looked at me as I started saying that. You didn't think we'd make it that easy for you, did you?
Honestly, given the rest of this place, yes. I did.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Do I hear Hags again? Because I really did not enjoy the last one we encountered. Shit, I don't even remember her name.
Nanny Poo Poo, unfortunately, is her name.
I just blurred out, "Are you related to Nanny Poo Poo?"
I regret not changing her name. A different voice, a little deeper, says, "We removed Nanny Poo Poo from our coven when she wouldn't follow the appropriate path."
Really?
Well,
She's
we
been dying
removed
to
her.
speak to you.
Yeah. She wants to talk to you about your shield's extended warranty.
And a third voice says, What is an extended warranty?
It's something you're gonna need when we're done with you.
Oh, threats.
Oh no. We don't make threats. We make promises.
Oh my god, you're just gonna pull out every single trope. Just every single one.
Yes.
Putting that charisma to work, Americana.
It's our quality service guarantee.
That's
Oh,
right,
geez.
buddy.
And yeah, and so as you are making your wisecracks, one of the voices says again, "Perhaps do you have anything you'd be willing to bargain to get past the doorway?"
Well, as we are indeed striking a bargain, why don't you come on out? Wouldn't it be best to see each other and make a bargain a bit more amicably?
The deeper voice, kind of coming from the stairwell in the north of the room, just says, "Now, if you propose terms, propose them."
I feel like we're gonna have to try harder for that one.
Probably. Damn it. I can't do a diplomacy or anything like that, because I'm not very charismatic IRL, alas.
I'd say you could try to make a diplomacy check to make a request.
Nope, I'm going over my stats and I'm going to do something dirty.
I have... Oh shit, okay. What are you going to do?
Looking for... Do I have it? I don't know if I do.
So I think diplomacy is probably my best skill. Besides stealth.
I mean, you want to do a diplomacy check to see if you can convince them to
Yeah.
appear? I mean, go ahead and make it. You can definitely make a roll and see what happens.
Oh shit, that's not a very good roll at all.
No, I don't think. I think, you try to persuade them again, and the various voices just kind of mockingly.
What would I use for flirting?
Oh god.
We're going there.
Oh boy.
Well, it depends. When you call her
yeah.
beautiful, do you mean it?
Yeah,
What if you
is this
succeed, then
deception
what?
or genuine? Is this persuasion or deception?
Yeah,
We're going with
it's your
deception.
choice. But doing the deed is definitely performance.
Oof.
Or
Or maybe strength athletics, or
I've-
maybe a
I've
constitution
seen her
save.
sister, so no.
It may be a fortitude save, depending. Okay.
Why don't you come on out and show us that pretty face? Oof.
Ow. Jesus.
Oh man. Just basically just
Untrained. So it's just fucking...
this
Oh boy.
as the two of you are trying to wile and seduce and or convince these voices that are, as they respond to you, they're actually moving around the room. You can hear the sources of these voices are moving as you try to convince them to reveal themselves.
Okay, Americana would like to play this game too.
Okay.
What, move around?
No, I'm just going to vanish. Just poof.
Oh yeah, you can
right,
go
the old
invisible.
Spirit thing. Yeah.
Yep.
Somebody remembered their trickster god's ability. It's finally happened. Cool. You are invisible, and one of the voices says, "Ah, that is a clever trick."
Oh man, I don't have second or spell slot. Oh wait,
I just figured we'd be on even terms.
I have the Staff of Providence with this, which will let me cast it. Yep.
Sure, you can cast that out of the staff. Does that... I think this is the first time we've cast a spell out of an item in Pathfinder, so I just want to go look at it real quick. Staff of Providence. You expend a number of charges from the staff, so you can, at second level, cast that. How many charges do you get a day?
I think I've used a grand total of 3 in this entire term, so I should have enough left.
Out of how many do you get per day? Because the item here doesn't say how many charges it says.
1 second. It doesn't here either. I have to look in the gorilla. I
Okay.
don't know why.
I'm assuming you have enough charges to cast at least any spell out of it once. So sure, you cast See Invisibility on yourself. I guess mark
You
down.
get 6 charges a day.
So you've spent 2 charges, I'm assuming.
Yeah, I'm just
so you
marking it
spent
down.
2 charges. You can see Murakana. You cannot see any other creatures, humanoids, whatever, in this room.
Fuck, that's because they're dimension walkers.
What? What?
Dimension
Would you even know what that is?
It's whatever her sister was. Their sisters were. She did this stupid bullshit thing where she would walk through dimensions.
Oh, wait, you mean the thing that Sareth had stolen
Yeah.
the thing off Gale?
Yeah, they become immune
Sorry,
to all
Gale.
attack. Yes.
You're talking about the Totem of Mbala?
No, the amulet that Sareth stole off Gale. That lets you phase into a different...
Yeah, sadly that
Yeah, that
amulet-
was
that
God,
amulet
that was a long time.
sailed
ago.
away on a pirate ship long ago. Still being worn by Sereth. For Barry and Shijin, Sereth was the character that Lyokin played before Daji, who got corrupted by a malevolent ring created by a goddess of ice, and that character exited the campaign stage pirate.
Apparently, when a crazy powerful artifact ring starts talking to you, maybe you shouldn't do what it says.
Yeah.
Or talk back to it.
There's a whole bunch of plot in there that's probably not worth getting into. Because it doesn't matter right now.
Blended.
So, Barry, Shijin, do you react in any way to these voices that are yelling at you guys? Talking to you guys?
Not me.
He's like, I'm smart. I'm not playing this game.
Oh yeah, you are smart now. I forgot I had that.
Okay.
Shit, your character's got 15 intelligence, so it's actually quite a bit above average now, I think.
So where you all are at is there are at least 3 distinct voices in this room. They keep shifting around, and you've got the magical barrier on the door in front of you. Ooh.
Jesus. I've deduced that we're in a room.
Yeah, you're in a room.
Sweet.
So after all of your attempts to cajole them, the voices say, well, I think we've toyed with you long enough. Shall we prepare...
What exactly do you want? Says the disembodied invisible voice.
What we want is for you to leave. If you want to pass this door, you can offer us something, or we shall perhaps just turn you into our next plaything. Or dinner.
Isn't the exit through that door, though?
Technically, yes.
Yeah, so I mean, if you wanted us to leave, surely it would be in your best interest to lower the barrier and let us leave.
He's got a point. She's got a point.
Sisters, we should just end them now.
I mean, you're implying that you could, but...
I mean, do you want shinies? Do you want weapons? Are you a gold person? Do you like silver? What are we talking here?
Something
It's really
tells me
hard
it
to
starts
tell with women.
S and ends with O's.
Probably.
I hate being right, but
I mean, you're not wrong. Almost like you know what creatures these are, perhaps.
I have no idea. I'm just going off context.
Just going off of an assumption. So the deeper voice, the one that tends to be more serious and blunt, says, if you are willing to trade us something of immense value, we could consider letting you pass.
What do we got in the rucksacks, boys?
Not a whole lot,
And the
actually.
voice says, "No, we are not interested in material things. Your fate,
And
your
could you be more
soul,
specific?
your dreams, those are the sorts of things that we trade in."
Sorry, what dreams did they say?
He said, "Fate, souls, and dreams."
Ah.
Ugh.
Well, unfortunately, you can't have mine. It's pledged to Asmodeus.
My dreams are too dirty for you, so yeah.
So I think at this point I could keep negotiating, but does anybody want to offer their soul or their life or anything of that value to get past this door?
I'll offer their life to get through the door.
Oh, the loophole. Hey, shouldn't the worshiper of Asmodeus be good at those? They should like write up a contract that, you know, offers their souls, but in reality screws them over so hard they wouldn't be able to.
Yeah,
You
pretty
know,
much.
hit 'em.
Like, yeah, they could, have the soul after Asmodeus is done with it, which will be never.
Maybe. Okay.
Sounds like you're
cool.
the perfect candidate.
Well, I'm gonna reveal some characters, just to show where they are. I'm gonna so 3 figures, kind of appear stationed around the room, because I'm assuming nobody's actually gonna offer their soul right now.
Not as such.
Okay.
Not when we have much easier alternative.
Yep. Okay, so down in the bottom corner, where I'm pinging, each of these figures looks vaguely like an older woman, but they each have some distinctive features that let you at least tell them apart, and that set them apart from normal humanoids. To the south down here, the names are there. Okay, Widow Groat has tarnished gold coins covering her eyes and ants nesting in her skull that crawl around it. Peggy Deadbells, up here, wears a string of chattering children's teeth and thumps about on a heavy peg leg. As she breathes, faint yellow gas comes out of her nostrils and mouth. And then finally, the last individual you see is Beggy Nana, who has a squirming leather sack sewn over her head. You see wings, claws, and it looks like a snake tail occasionally darting out from the bag. And the 3 of them all begin chuckling at the same time and begin chanting in unison. And I think with that, I'm going to...
Can Maricon interrupt with one thing?
Yeah.
God damn, we killed the pretty one.
Wow.
Oh no, it's the end of the world.
Yes. So they're all chanting so they don't bother actually responding to your taunt. But I'm going to put everybody in initiative order because they are preparing to cast some sort of spell at the lot of you. So
Well, that's not very friendly.
I've got the combat tracker up. And if y'all want to roll initiative, we can.
Wait, what? I'm gonna roll perception. Oh, wait, yeah.
You have
perception is
options
technical.
in Pathfinder to roll different skills based on what you're doing.
Oh, right. So
Like,
if
I
I was
guess-
like sneaking around, it would be. Yeah.
Right now, Murakana could roll stealth for initiative if he wanted to.
Could I really?
Yeah,
But
because
should you?
that's a good question.
Because I know you got really good perception, but I don't know about.
I've actually never paid attention to any of it.
I think
well,
most
it's-
martial classes are really good at perception, or at least have good modifiers.
Yeah, my perception's plus 20, so.
Gail, you want to roll initiative for me?
Where is this?
It's under the fist.
Oh, right. It's on this tab. Okay.
Yeah, it's on that tab.
I keep forgetting that.
Oh, right, and I forgot that I had gotten most of my charges back.
Yeah, wish I could based off roll on acrobatics because that's plus 24.
I don't think that's ever gonna happen. I mean, it might. Shijin, it is your turn as you have one initiative. All three of these individuals are chanting in unison. What would you like to do?
Going to move. I can see the one where I'm standing right now. I can see Peggy, right?
You can see her. She's just 10 feet above you. Does that make sense?
Okay.
So the top of the galleries are 10 feet above the floor. The stairs bring you down to ground level.
Mm-hmm. Going to cast. Where is it? Yeah, a magic missile at them at 3rd level. If I can find it on here.
It should be under the spell tab.
Yeah, I found it. I'm just making sure I'm rolling right. Because it says heighten +2, you shoot one additional missile with each action. So it'll be a total of 6 shots, 2 at each of them.
So did you move for one action?
No, I'm not moving.
Okay, so you have 3 full actions, so you're using all 3 actions to cast magic missiles en masse.
Mm-hmm.
3 missiles for 3 actions. Heightened, 1 additional magic missile. Okay. Are you gonna roll all of them? So let's see, at level 5, heightened +2. So if you get it, are you casting it at 5th level then, or 3rd level?
3rd level?
+2. You shoot 1 additional with each action you spend. 3 magic missiles for 3 actions, so that's 3 actions. 4, 5, 6. Sorry, yep, 6. Okay, never mind. Sorry. Thinking out loud.
So 9 to Peggy, 7 to Widow, and 6 to the last one, Baggy.
Okay, sorry, it was 9.
7 and 6, I think. Yeah, okay. 7 and 6.
Okay. And that's 3 actions. Baggy Nana gets to go. So one of her actions is to continue the chanting. There's kind of a mechanic here about that that may or may not become apparent later. But she spends 1 action to continue her chanting. Her next action will be to Shadow Blast a good chunk of you. As soon as I can make a cone, 30-foot cone. 15-foot burst. 15-foot burst seems better. There we go. Let's put a 15-foot burst right here. So that's going to cover everybody. Barry, Murakana, Lucanu, Keshma, Evlona, and Gale.
What are we rolling?
What are you rolling?
That's usually reflex, isn't it?
Does it have save DC.
Save DC 30.
You said Shadow Blast?
Yeah, this is Shadow Blast. So she's going to hit
reflex or will, our choice.
Oh, there you go. So yeah, I guess pick reflex or will. I'm assuming whichever one is better. I'm doing acid damage with this.
And she didn't have to stop chanting to do that spell?
She spent 1 action to chant.
That hurt.
And
That
2 actions to cast Shadow Blast.
Linked it for you.
Oh, damn. I had
Okay,
28.
so where's the? Kind of annoyed. I feel like this should have. This is. So this means half damage on a save. So DC 30. So Gale, that is a fail. Barry, so that's full damage for Gale, half damage for Barry, and I have to roll all the others, don't I? Yep. Okay. Let's see here. I need to do... Oh. Just roll her. Roll her. Roll her. Oh, Murakana, you need to make save too. Did you?
Yeah, sorry, I had a phone call that popped in. What do I need to do?
Will or reflex save, whichever is better. Beggy Nana has cast a Shadow Blast of Acid on top of you.
Will or reflex? Let's see.
Okay, so I did 28, so Keshma will take
Boom.
the full. What'd you get, 38? So it's a DC 30, so that's a pass, so it's... That was not correct.
Shit,
No!
Sorry, I'm mentally switching from running all of my boss fights in the other game. Okay, that
Murakana, you succeeded,
doesn't work.
didn't you?
That does not work.
Oh, yeah.
Because then you crit succeed thanks to
Oh
the
my
right roll.
god. Sorry, I'm apparently failing at typing tonight. Minus 28. There we go, I finally did it right. Evlona got a 28, so she actually failed for once. Minus 28. Lucanu passed, so she gets 14. Nithla passed, so she gets 14. And you passed, Marcana, so you take 14 acid damage.
Murakana critically succeeded.
It was
Because
a
of Divine
DC
Will.
30.
Sorry? No. Divine Will. When you roll success on a will save, you get critical success instead. It says on his saving throw.
Oh, okay. So that's no damage. Cool. That is Baggy Nana's turn. The next turn is Dodgy.
Sweet. And Baggy Nana just did that, did she?
Mm-hmm.
Rude. Let me see their will saves.
Okay.
Whoa. So I critically succeeded. Whoa. Nope.
Oof. That was awful. So how much damage is that?
50.
What type of damage is it?
Mental.
Haha. She takes not the full brunt of that.
Oh,
Seems to be
interesting.
somewhat resistant to mental damage. Is that... How many actions is Debilitating Dichotomy?
Did
2.
it disrupt her chanting by any chance?
No, she spent an action to chant. It doesn't disrupt it.
Oh, you can't. Okay.
She wasn't casting a spell per se. She was spending an action to keep...
To do it. Okay. Yeah, fair enough.
It's because there's no direct mechanism change from 5th edition to 2E for this, so I had to make it up. So they have to spend an action to keep their Coven chanting going. Because, yeah.
Cool.
Action economy
guess-
choices. So I've applied that damage. That's 2 actions with your 3rd action.
How far is it? 35 feet away. What's my move? Movement is 35. So I think I can get straight to her. Maybe. That is a ledge. Do you reckon I could get to her, or?
Let's see, it's about a 10-foot drop, so that would add, like... I don't care. That's fine. You can get over there.
Fair enough.
I'm not super concerned about it. If you're going upwards, it might be a bit different. It is Widow Groat's turn then.
Yep.
And she is going to, seeing you approach her sister, she is going to cast Blister on you for 2 actions. I need you to make a Fortitude saving throw.
Oh, I'm not very good at those. Oh shit, okay. Apparently. Well then.
Okay, so that's a critical success, because you rolled a crit on it. So, nothing happens. Rip me. She uses her 3rd action to continue chanting.
A good attempt. Maybe in 100 years you'll learn enough.
Alright.
Barry, it's your turn.
I am going to attempt to intimidate Baggy Nana.
Okay.
$37 versus her will. DC.
So that would be 10 plus... Yeah, that will pass. Because that would be 10
Nice.
plus her... Yeah, that'll pass.
Alright, so she's frightened 1.
Interesting. And she's not immune to frightened. Okay. That's fun. So you do... Oh my god, they're in alphabetical order. That's so nice. Sorry. I'm not used to that.
That'd be good.
So yeah, she is frightened. Penalty... Okay, cool. So she's frightened.
Alright, I'm gonna...
Go ahead.
I'm gonna step and then strike, and that'll be my turn.
Okay, do you have reach?
Yep.
Okay. Go ahead and make your strike. That
29 versus...
is exactly a hit.
Nice. Good thing I intimidated, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's 24 damage.
Okay, and let's see here. Okay, so 20.
Just fighter things, hitting on a 5.
I mean, it's what you're good at, right? Hitting
Incredible.
things.
Alright,
Okay.
that's my turn.
So that takes us to Peggy. And Peggy is going to take 1 action to continue chanting. I'm going to resolve what all 3 of them getting to chant does at the end of Peggy's turn. But in the meantime, she is going to not do that, not do that. Oh, what's more fun? That's a fun one. Seeing you also approaching her sister, she is going to bury him. Talking to you with this particular one.
Yep.
She's going to spend her remaining 2 actions to cast Agonizing Despair on you. I need you to make a DC 30 will save as she tries to assault your mind.
What is this bloodline resistance feat that I have? Give me 1 second.
Sure.
Is this a magical effect?
It's a spell.
Okay, perfect. Nice.
So that's a pass, so that's a normal success. So you're going to take half damage and be frightened 1. Because 2 can play at that game. Let's see here. Bravery.
I get a critical success because I succeeded. 'Cause
Oh,
it's a
fine.
fear effect.
You are unaffected. Never mind. I hate you all. Congratulations.
I know, right?
At the
Hey,
end...
it could have been worse. Could have used it against me.
No, I didn't use it
Had a
against
surprise
you.
for that one.
I didn't use it against you. I'm smarter than that. Okay, let's see here. So the 3 sisters having... That's the end of Peggy's turn. But having... Which one of these am I going to use? No, we're gonna do this one. Actually, they get. Yep, that's how that works. Making stuff up on the fly because this is a different system. We're gonna go ahead and say the three of them, as a coven, are able to, through all three of them chanting, attempt to dominate. And they're going to attempt to dominate Barry, since you have. And actually, no, they're going to go for Sorry, they're going for Dodgy. Because
Are they just?
They are. They are going for
Guess
Dodgy
what?
because you have done the most damage. So let me roll that.
I use the reaction fight with fear.
What does that do?
I linked it. Creature I can see uses a mental effect against me. They have to do a will save.
A mental effect. So does that? Yeah. Okay.
I'd say dominate is a mental effect.
Yeah. No, I was just thinking. So what is the will save? They're unaffected. They get frightened. So you get a +2 bonus.
Does it set the DC actually? Shit. It doesn't say the DC. I would assume it's my spellcasting DC if there isn't one listed. Which is 30.
Okay, so let's see here. Will saves. Coven doesn't have a will save value. Okay, cool. So it's what, DC 30 you said?
Yeah.
So I'm gonna roll, because they are Coven casting, I'm gonna add +3 to this, for reasons. Because there's a thing I can't translate to 5th edition. Oh, I can do that. Whatever. So the first one.
Oh!
So I'm going to say Peggy fails. Grote.
Damn, okay.
Definitely passes. She gets a 41. And Nana gets. Yeah, let's roll that. Sorry.
What level are these guys at? Because if they're 13th or higher, then they get
they're not.
the incapacitation effect.
If they're 13th level or higher, they get incapacitated?
Yeah, because this is a 6th level spell.
No, they're not 13th level.
Well,
They are all level 10 elite. So, let's see here. Peggy fails, Widow and Baggy pass.
So one of them failed, and I should get a +2 to my save.
I think Peggy crit failed if the DC is 33 and that save is correct.
Oh, no, it's
No.
30, I think.
DC
it's
is
off my
30 and
spellcasting.
she got a 26 because of. So it turns out converting a coven to 5th Pathfinder 2 is a lot weirder than I thought it was going to be. So that's fine.
So I get a +2 then, I think, because at least one of them failed, right? And the one that failed is frightened too.
Okay.
Whoever failed anyway.
Yeah, this
She-
is an
I'm
interesting.
frightened like 3, isn't she?
Was Baggy Nana the one who failed?
No,
Yeah.
Peggy.
Right. Oh, no, sorry, it
The
was
only
Peggy,
one that
my
failed
bad.
was Peggy, and she had a normal failure. Because she was
so
at
the-
26, is what her roll would have been.
Yeah, a normal failure is frightened too, and I
Okay.
get a +2 status bonus effect against for my saving throw.
Yeah.
Okay, so I guess I'll roll my will save.
Well.
Ah, shit.
Oh, you got a 30?
Yeah, well,
That's
32, but it's still not enough.
That's a failure.
Yep.
So does that count as a success for you? Or is it?
No,
no, it only ups
no,
you if
no,
you
it's
succeed.
not.
Okay, so that's
That's
a
only for
failure.
debilitating dichotomy.
So you are controlled by the coven.
Oh,
Is that a
is there a
condition?
button thing for that? Looking for it.
Yes. Haha. You are controlled.
Rip.
So I control you now. So that'll be fun when we get around to your turn. It is now Nifla's turn. What will she do? What does Nifla almost always do? She is going to Does this work the same in this game? 30 feet, 30 feet, 30 feet? Yes. It is time for Nifla to chain lightning. She is going
Damn it.
to hit all three of them, because I think that's going to work out. Or is it 30 feet? Oh no, I don't know how to do math, but that's okay. Well, I failed, so I'll accept that. So, save is... Well, let's roll the damage for fun. I guess it's going to hit Baggy Nana. Baggy is going to make her save, which is... Let's see if that works. Why don't these have... I'm very frustrated by this. I'm assuming it's a reflex save. I wish they said.
Yeah, most definitely.
Yeah. So she fails. She'll take 46 lightning. As soon as I can type numbers. And that is 2 actions. And then I think Nifla is going to move herself a little bit so she's not directly clustered after that AoE attack and get down here. That is the end of Nifla's turn. Oh my god, there's so many NPCs. Don't want NPCs.
Yes.
Look, I'm just going to dominate all of them and make them attack you, Murakana. That's what's going to happen. Lucanu.
Can't attack what you can't see.
About that.
Yeah, there's things I can.
So, okay, that's 30. She can get to the other one. She's going to do the very Lucanu action of getting right up by Widow Groat. And she will... that's 2 actions of movement, and then she is going to strike with the Greatsword. And miss. She does not hit Widow Groat,
Whip.
which takes us to Murakana.
All right. All right. So this, how tall is this right here?
10 feet.
10 feet. Let's see, how tall can I jump? Actually, well, let me look at my charging skill. I don't remember if that includes a jump function or not.
I don't think so.
I need a measure first before I do this. This really kind of sucks. So if I want to make the 10 feet, I have to climb, don't I?
Yep.
Is climbing and move another action of movement?
I think the way I'll rule it here, because it's 10 feet and you're insanely strong, is it will just cost you double movement to get out of there. So it'll cost you 20 feet of movement to get up to the 10-foot ledge if you try to go straight at it.
Murakana does have powerful leap, so he can jump pretty high. I think.
Yeah.
Or jump an additional 4. Oh, never mind. It's not enough. You can jump 5 feet up.
Yeah, it's 2E where I think
All right.
movement's a bit more restrictive in this one.
Yeah.
Well, it's irrelevant because nobody can see me, so
I mean, that's not true. Doji can see you.
yeah, but she's not in action right now.
So basically, are you going to take 2 move actions to get up there? Is that the...
2 move actions, and I'm punching this bitch in the face.
Do you happen to have sudden charge?
I do.
Oh, perfect. Then it'll only take you 2 actions to do that.
Isn't sudden charge straight line?
No.
No?
Hope you
It just says stride twice at the end of your movement. You can make a strike if you can. If it's a melee strike.
Oh yeah, that would work.
Okay. Then I guess I sudden strike.
You can use it while burrowing, climbing, flying, or swimming.
Oh,
So, yeah.
damn. Well,
That does kind of have the funny image of Americana in my head, just scrambling across a wall at 60 feet in 4 seconds and then just smacking someone.
Oh, baby.
Okay, so that hits a crit.
Holy shit!
It's definitely a crit.
That's gonna suck for that person.
Yeah, that's a hit. Let's see here. So that's 56 damage. So I guess sudden charge is 2 actions. You have 1 action remaining.
Oh, wonder what I'll do.
That
Miss.
will miss. Yep. So the first hit was amazing. The second hit, not so much.
No.
Did I add? I did. Okay. Then it is Keshma's turn. How far can Keshma move in this one? She can move... Where's her movement? Where's the footsteps? 20. She's really slow. Okay. How far is...
She can throw Ulvex at him.
I don't know how
Poor Ulvex.
effective that is. She can't end on top of him. So where could she move to? Well, she can get... She can get here. And then... Where are you, Keshma? Where'd you go? You're hiding from. Actions, melee, fist. Well, let's see what happens. Does she have reach? She does have reach. Cool. She will... Well, she's also 10 feet tall. Let's see what happens. 28. That's just a hit for her. So where's my damage? Nope. Okay. Uh, 23 damage, and that will be Keshma's turn as she punches Peggy. And it is Gale's turn.
Gale, gangbang Peggy.
Okay. That is... Yeah, okay, that's good. That's good. Yeah, bomb time. If I can find the fucking thing. There we go. Yeet.
That will hit. For 23 fire damage?
Yep.
Okay. Okay.
Plus persistent. Plus splash. And then I'm just gonna unload the crossbow. $28.
That'll hit too. Damn.
And go for gold.
No. That will not hit.
Almost.
So you splash her with the bomb, shoot her with the crossbow, the second shot misses. I guess Evlona, never one to miss a party, is going to not do that. Realizing that Nithla was a little too excited when she tried to chain lightning, she will not do that. What will she do? No. So many support spells. Yep, can't do any of those. Okay, she's gonna Ray of Frost Peggy, because anything else is gonna hurt a lot of people. Where did it go? No? Oh, I just need to... Okay, spell attack. Or that'll hit. And it crits. So that's going to be fun when we get there. Because she has to run away, but can't run very far. So 18 damage to Peggy, but she is at -10 speed. And Peggy is not looking very good right now. which takes us to Orvex, who,
Finish your Vex.
seeing all of this, moves over to the doorway. He still has no attack abilities because he's a non-combatant, and shouts to you all to continue the good fight, and just kind of ducks into the doorway to avoid being involved, at which point I'm going to remove him from combat because I didn't mean to have him there. Shijin, it is your turn.
What's that?
I was gonna say, can someone drop me the Syrinscape link? It just crapped out on me and I can't get it to restart.
I'm gonna electric arc Peggy and into Widow.
Okay. It should be an app, not a link, I think. Just be a program on your computer if you look Syrinscape up.
And it's a reflex save.
Okay, so Peggy will do reflex, and Widow will do reflex. So 25 and a 24.
I forget how saves work. It's a DC 30 reflex save, so if they're under it, that's a failure,
That's
right?
just a base failure, which is base damage.
Yeah, they just take full damage, yeah.
So that's electricity damage, 27. Okay.
Yeah, to both of them, thanks. And I still have movement. I'm gonna move over here. That's 30. Wait. Okay. Actually, I'm gonna stay here, I guess. Okay. That'll be my turn.
Okay. Nope, we're not going to do that. That takes us to Baggy Nana. Ooh.
That was actually like really good damage on that.
Yeah.
Like almost max.
Baggy Nana is going to cast Phantom Prison on Barry. It's a will save as she creates invisible walls surrounding you, Barry.
Why are you gonna do me like this?
Well, you're the only hostile target right next
Wait,
to
wait, who's casting this? Baggy?
Baggy.
Yeah.
That's gonna provoke an AOO.
Okay.
Yeah.
Go for it.
Oh boy.
I want to hero point this.
And I should have hero pointed that fucking definition roll, actually.
There we go. That's just a hit, right?
Yeah, it's a base hit.
Darn. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, it provoked a what? An opportunity?
Attack of opportunity.
Something?
Yep.
Okay.
And then a will save. Yeah, this is not a fear effect.
It is a spell. Yeah.
Okay, well,
33, my...
it's incapacitation, so that's a crit success.
Let's see. Okay. Well, that's annoying. Well, that's annoying. You, It's just annoying for me. All of my cool spells are just utterly failing except for Dominate, but that's fine.
That's right. I can
So
save from it.
you shrug it off, Barry. You're too angry, I guess, to deal with that. But I control Dodgy.
Uh-oh.
Let me just double check exactly what controlled lets me do, so I don't cheat. Control.
Anything except for anything that would be, like, suicidal, more or less.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can't make me, like, kill myself or anything, but...
Oh, cool. So this is unlike. Okay, cool.
But I do get a save after my turn, I think.
Yeah, at the end of your turn. So, what am I going to have you do? How many levels is your curse at?
3.
So you're at max curse level. How many focus points do you have left?
2.
Nice.
Oh.
Now,
He's going to use Spray
You
of Stars,
can't,
you
you
guys. Spray of Stars is so good.
Oh no, actually you can. Never mind.
I can
Yeah.
use any action he can use. I just have to look at her. I just have to look at your skill sheet real quick. Oh boy, because I
She has a lot.
haven't looked at it lately. Okay, so that's that. What does Spray of Stars do? That's
Shoots
bullshit.
a spray of tiny shooting stars.
Spray of Stars. What does
It's
Interstellar
such a waste of a
Void
focus
do?
spell.
Nah. I think Debilitating Dichotomy is fun. I want to cast that on somebody else, because why not? Who am I going to cast that on? I'm going to cast that on... Oh, it's not enough damage.
What do you mean? That's the best spell I got for damage.
I know. I'm going to cast it on... Keshma. No, Nithla. I'm going to cast it on Nithla. So... I get to do it. I get to roll Debilitating Dichotomy against Nithla. Nithla has to make a will save. Let's see how this goes.
Oh, gee.
So
That's a 7? Jesus, I'm on a
They may be too powerful, but it's a bit too late for me. So, okay. So that's a save. With a basic...
It's half, I think.
You need to with a basic will save and the target is stunned if it critically... No, you take 96. Let's see, she takes half of 96. Yeah, sorry. Sometimes the
It
wording...
would be 96, but it's a 6th level spell, or it gets upcast to 1 because of focus spells.
Well, let's see what the damage says. Curious. Jeez, that's a lot of dice. 15d6, so half of that is 22, so Nithla takes 22 damage. And then I have to make a will save for you.
God dang it.
You failed.
Can I put a hero dice on it?
Nope, because I control you
Yeah.
right now. So you take 44, right? Yeah, you take 44, and you're stunned 1.
Wait, what?
The target is stunned. Oh, if it crit...
Oh,
no, I'm
no,
wrong. It's
only
44.
criticals.
It's 44. It's not stunned. Sorry. I'm used to seeing these things bullet pointed out, and it's not, so it confuses me, because I'm me. Okay, so that is the...
Wait, why did I take damage?
You failed your save.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what it was for. Okay, yeah, fair enough.
But I'm rolling for you because I control you. And then for movement, I'm going to put you away from Baggy Nana, because she doesn't want you here if you get free.
Rude.
What is your movement right now?
35, I think.
35? Okay. How far is 35? I really need to get that drag distance thing back. And you float over there. Now it's the end of the turn. Do you want to make the save against Dominate?
Oh, yeah.
It's 33 will save.
Did it work, or?
Yeah.
Clicked it,
Yep, you passed. You are still stunned. Actually,
Why? Because that's a critical success. Resolve. When I roll a success on a will save, you get a critical
you're just gonna have to
success instead.
remind me of that because the text is so small. I never even see it.
Ah,
Sorry, my monitors. I can't. Like, this is why I keep missing those because they're there. I'll try to look more.
all
Like,
good.
it's literally like super small. Anyway, so I do have to recon that though, because you were stunned back here. Because you were stunned from failing your save for Debilitating Dichotomy. So you can't, I couldn't have moved you. But you are no longer controlled, and the stun wears off at your next turn.
Wasn't it only stunned if it
It's a crit.
critically fails?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
So I would have.
Yeah, no, you're there. You're fine.
All
You're
good.
good. It's you again. Next campaign, I'm going to control no NPCs. That's my rule for next campaign. If I've learned anything from Tomb of Annihilation, it's got too many goddamn DM PCs in it. Okay, that's the end of your turn. You're free of Dominate. That takes us to Widow Groat, who is not happy in this corner. What is she gonna do? Yeah, that sounds like fun. She is going to... What is the range of this? I don't... 30-foot burst. Okay. She is going to cast a Gravity Well. And she is going to put that... Sorry, I'm going to have to place this token specifically once I... There we go. No, well... I'm trying to hit Lucanu, but I can't hit anybody. Oh, I'm going to hit lots of people. She's just going to pull everybody except herself into the middle of the room. Depending on reflex saving throws. So it's a DC 30 saving throw. Otherwise, you get pulled towards the center of the room based on the result of your save.
Oh, wait, this is forced movement, isn't it? Fuck. My curse does me in dirty for this one.
Was it I mean, it's force movement, but it's not like they're controlling your mind, right?
No, because my curse, what do you call it? Makes me take a -4 penalty to force movement.
Floaty girl.
Yeah, because
Let's just call it Floaty girl.
Yeah. Her curse makes her
take a
float.
-4 to...
So basically, everybody in the
Spare
room
CCs.
except for Widow Groat has to make this save. And the point is, I'm going to draw it on the map as soon as I can get my marker. That's where the point is. So the DC is 30. If you succeed, success is 5 foot, failure is 15 feet, critical failure is 30 feet towards that point. So I'm going to let you guys roll, and then I will deal with my stuff. So I see Dodgy, fail.
Boom.
Oh no, I'm flying. Terrible.
Shijin, that is a success, so you move 5 feet towards it. Maracana, that is a success, so you move 5 feet towards it. Which means you're going to fall off the ledge.
Is there no railing on this bullshit?
It doesn't matter. It's a miniature black hole. Let me find out if Keshma passes or fails to see what happens to her.
Do I need to make the save as well?
Everybody in the room needs to.
Oh, okay.
But he's in that bubble, right? He can't get out of it. I thought.
No, he... Barry?
You know what this means?
Barry?
Kesh is being princess carries.
Oh my god. Let me roll her save to find out how far she moves, just so I can figure out...
Right, because Barry's in the invisible wall thing.
No, he
I
shrugged it
quite
off.
succeeded that.
How
Oh,
many
you got
fucking
it.
people are going to get princess carried this week? God damn it, Arm.
Okay.
What does a 25 do?
25 is a basic failure, so that's 15 feet. Actually, Keshma goes right to the middle. Sorry. Where were you at, Maracana? You passed. Finn failed. Gale passed. So, Gale, you move 5 feet. Barry, you passed, so you move 5 feet. So I have to look up fall damage on this one. So the music cut out.
Which way am I moving? Right?
So you see where Keshma is? Like the edge of...
Yeah.
You're moving towards Keshma. Basically.
So here.
Yes. And I'm just trying to look up fall damage exactly because we've never done it before. Because everybody who comes off the balcony...
How large is the railing?
I'm saying it doesn't matter for the purposes. It just moves you 5 feet.
Right.
The ledge is 10 feet. So if you fall more than... you take 5 bludgeoning damage is what happens. Yeah, so anybody who falls off the ledge takes 5 bludgeoning damage. That's the...
And we're also prone, right?
Yes.
If you take damage, you should
Yeah,
fall.
so Murakana is prone, which is a nice bonus for me, because you have to stand up. Gale, you failed, right?
No, I don't.
I saved.
Basic save,
Didn't
right?
I? Didn't I?
DC
Wasn't it
30,
35?
if you pass the normal save, you get moved 5 feet. So you
Yeah, I
fall.
got a 35.
So you fall and take 5 damage. Because you still move 5 feet. And it pulls you off the edge. So you are prone. Murakana, you take 5 damage. You're prone. Keshma didn't fall.
Do I go prone?
Yes, you fell and took
Yeah,
damage.
take
You go
damage,
prone.
dude.
Well, I got to go through because I got a thing where I don't have to use an action. Oh wait, never mind.
That's to grab an edge.
Yeah, I don't have to use an action to stand up.
Okay.
Oh, perfect. Yeah, that's fine.
So that's cool. Let me do Evlona. Let me just get through the rest of these NPCs. Evlona passes, so she takes 5 damage and is prone. Wow, this spell is actually way better than I thought it was, even if it's annoyingly complicated to execute. Mithla. Yeah, she critically succeeds, so doesn't move at all. And Lucanu. She fails, so she moves 15. No, where did I post?
I thought Lucanu wasn't in the thing.
She's right at the edge of it. The only person I'm actually gonna have to roll for Peggy and Baggy and Orvex too, because everybody's within the range of this spell except for Widow.
Oh, I guess it's
herself.
the circle, not the red squares.
Well, it is the red squares, but is Lucanu not in that? Did I completely screw up?
No.
Oh man. Well, here.
Orvex is though. I think if you had included Lucanu, you wouldn't.
There.
Yeah, then Orvex isn't in it.
I'm gonna do that because that was the intent, to hit everybody except Sisters. So whatever. I'm DM fiating that.
No problem. I was just wondering if you were using circles or the
red.
what the thing was.
I'm using the red because that's more consistent
Okay.
with the rules. So a failure is 15 feet, and she does not fall more than 5. Well, she falls 5 feet. No, she doesn't, because she was on the steps. Baggy Nana doesn't have to save. Peggy does have to save. Well, she fails, so that sucks for her. So she gets smushed here, bumping into the lot of you. She's going to take 5 damage. She's looking real bad at this point. She's also prone and frightened. So that didn't work out so well. And Orvex. Oh, Orvex. Roll +0.
Orvex is out of it.
Oh, yeah, you're right. He did move out of it because I moved it. Cool. Okay, that resolves Gravity Well. That is 2 actions. She's going to take her 3rd action to chant, and I am going to get back into combat and stop resolving that. And go to Barry. It is your turn.
All right, I'm gonna stand up for 1 action, and then I'd like to sudden charge back to here.
Okay, that's 2 actions, so you get the attack at the end of it.
Yeah.
Whee!
29.
Oh, she didn't chant. That's right. Thank you. If Peggy makes it to the end of her turn, remind me of that. A 29 will hit. For 27 damage. Beggy Nana also doesn't look very good. That's going to take us to just so many. How long does Gravity well last. It's instant. Okay, cool. So what is Peggy gonna do? Well, she's gonna stand up with one action, and that will remove prone.
That's all of her actions, right?
That's her move.
She's frightened too.
Yeah, I have to look up frightened.
Frightened doesn't remove actions.
I don't think so.
I thought, how does frightened work? I thought that's how it worked.
You take a status penalty to all your checks, and then at the end of the turn it goes down by 1.
How does stunned
X
work? Does
and
it remove
PCs.
an action?
Stunned removes an action, yeah. Slowed does too.
Oh, I'm so glad you told me that.
So Peggy is going to... What is she gonna do? Where did it go? Please tell me I actually gave them that. No, did I not do that? I didn't. Okay. Well, that's fun. That changes the entire way this fight works, but that's okay. So she has one action left. Get rid of prone. There we go. She's frightened too, but she doesn't have to run away in Pathfinder, does she? No.
Not the way I'm reading it.
She doesn't. Because in 5th edition, you have to run away when you're frightened, but that's not the case in Pathfinder.
Well, I think in 5th edition, it's only
You're
certain
only
spells.
fleeing
and
if you're...
other
Fleeing is
spells-
its own condition in this game.
And other spells in 5e, you just can't move closer to the target that gave you the fear.
Yes,
It
that's
depends
right.
on the
5e
spell.
though.
Yeah.
No,
that's
sorry.
what I'm saying.
Every week I switch between the two, so I get whiplash.
That
That's
sucks.
that's the challenge because my other group is a 5th edition group. Okay, so she has 2 actions left. She looks around and realizes that at this point fleeing would probably be very... Oh, I did give them that. Awesome. She disappears from this plane of existence with her remaining 2 actions, just kind of fades out from ability, almost stepping through a veil of mist, and she is no longer on this plane. But she didn't chant, and that means Baggy and Peggy did not chant, only Widow Groat did, so they are unable to cast any Coven spells. It is Nithla's turn. Nithla, seeing that Barry, you have got Baggy pretty pinned down, is going to attack Widow Groat. And she's going to conserve some spell slots, but we'll see what she does with this.
Nice.
That's a crit for...
Damn.
I mean, the normal amount of damage. Critical's just reduced.
By the way, I think you said Peggy didn't have any actions left, right? After she went into the material plane, right? Like she couldn't even move.
Well, she stood up, so she used movement to stand up, right? To remove.
It's an action to stand up, yeah.
Yeah, she
Because
used.
I think she was slowed on her last turn, right?
She wasn't slowed. She was frightened.
I thought someone had a ray of frost on her that slowed her, but maybe that was
That doesn't
someone else.
cause slowed, it causes a status penalty to movement speed.
Yeah.
Sorry, that's what I meant. I meant status penalty to movement speed.
Yeah, so she used the
It
stand.
doesn't matter.
Yeah. She got 1 action to stand up. Second action, or the last 2 actions, was to cast Ethereal Jaunt to get out.
Okay.
So it's 3 actions to get away, basically. So she has left the material plane. So
And it says she's concealed and you have to succeed on a flat check to target her. What is a flat check?
It's just you roll a d20.
Okay.
It doesn't matter. She can't be affected by the material plane except for
Yeah.
force
Well,
attacks and abjurations. So if
Yeah,
you have one,
Force. I have force.
yeah, okay. So you'd have to roll a d20. If because she's concealed, you have to roll 5 or higher.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Does that cost an action?
No, it's part of the action. If you miss the concealment check, you lose your actions. So if you
Okay.
cast a spell for like 2 actions, you roll the concealment check. If you succeed, you cast the spell as normal. If you fail, you lose the spell, you lose the actions, and you miss.
I gotcha. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem.
And that affects her, not you. So like, she can see onto the material plane,
No.
and the material
plane creatures can't see her.
Yes.
So we can't even see her. So
she's not.
But we are concealed to her.
Yes. So that's what I meant. So
Yeah.
you can't target her. Period. Because she's not.
I was reading it wrong. I see.
She's not on your plane of existence
We're
anymore.
concealed from her. She's not concealed from us. I got you.
Yes. So, yeah. So she's off the board right now. That's why I made her token invisible. She's gone.
Okay.
So Nithla took her 2 actions to shoot Widow Groat with Ray of Frost, and then she is going to use some movement to get over here so that she's kind of she's got partial cover from Baggy in case that matters, because of the height difference going on there. That'll take us to Lucanu, who is going to move back up to Widow Groat and attack. As soon as I find attack 1 and attack 2. And let's see here. What is Widow's Groat AC right now? Nope, she does not hit either time with those attacks. Just kind of is unable to hit the oddly elusive figure of Widow Groat. Murakana, it is your turn.
Alrighty. Gotta measure real quick. Alright, so we're gonna dash this again.
Or I think sudden charge is probably the better way because you get 2 strides.
Sudden charge, I mean.
Yeah. And I'm just using the elevation difference as extra movement speed because I don't really care too much. A 30 will hit. For 22. You have 1 action left.
Actually, crap. I didn't mean to do that. Whatever. We're gonna go with it. I missed. I had another attack I meant to do, but I'm retarded because I forgot about it.
Okay. Then it is Keshma's turn. Keshma.
Quick question, though, for clarification. So
Yeah.
I have a two-handed weapon.
Yeah.
If I'm going to punch somebody in the face, do I have to drop that weapon, or can I just one hand and just thunk?
No, you can kick them.
That's even better.
An unarmed attack can be made with any appendage. So even if you were, if you were like manacled, you can still kick them or even headbutt them.
So are you thinking of Silencing Strike?
How did you know?
I'm looking at your character sheet.
Yeah, that's what I was going to do.
Okay, so, I mean, it's a strike, so you can do that with a weapon as well.
Really?
It's a
Holy
strike.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, make a melee strike.
Yeah. So you.
So yeah, you probably want to use a weapon.
Yeah, because if you hit, it adds basically Silencing Strike. If you hit, adds the effect of Silencing Strike onto the attack.
Oh my god, I'm a
And
dumbass.
since it's a rage thing, there is no real penalty for not just doing it for every single action you ever do. Like,
Is he
Yeah.
enraged though?
No, he is not
Oh,
raging
No,
yet.
but I'm going to be.
It doesn't matter though.
Oh,
yeah, it is. You must be raging to use abilities with the rage trait.
okay.
And
Ah.
exactly.
Okay.
So Murakana, remember this for next turn. Oh, you get to stand up for free, don't you?
Yep,
He has kip up.
Never mind.
I think. Yeah.
I do have kip up.
Never mind. What I was going to say doesn't matter. So that makes it Keshma's turn. She can move 20 feet.
Grim, what you say always matters.
No, in this case it doesn't. So
Ego stroke.
she's going to get right here. Because why not? And that's movement.
Knocking all the shit off the table. Jesus.
Yeah, well, she doesn't care. She's made out of stone. Whatever. And then she is going to attack Widow Groat as soon as I close some character windows, because I have way too many open. So strike 1 with her fist, and strike 2. Oh my god. So she has a crit and a miss. So critical damage on the strike. How do I roll that? Jesus. So Keshma, in anger, just sucker punches Widow Groat, but her follow-up misses. That takes us to Gale.
Yeah, so one action, standing back up.
There you go.
And then... Can we see Groat from here?
I'm gonna
Like
say
from down here? We have a shot.
Groat. I'm gonna say she has partial cover, so -2. But yeah, just because she's on the stairs and you got Keshma, so I'm gonna say that's like partial cover because Keshma's very big. But you can make an attack at a -2.
Yeet.
Assuming I'm remembering cover correctly. Standard cover.
Yeah, so
There we go.
-2, add rolling 27.
Oh, so it should actually only be a +1 because Keshma should only provide lesser cover. So her AC is +1. No,
So that would be a
don't.
28.
No, it doesn't affect you. It affects her AC.
Oh,
I'm reading.
I
it.
So
I
you
just
students
added
are
it.
taking the penalty then.
Oh yeah, so you would have a 29, right? Your
Yeah, that would
roll
be
was
a
a 29,
Is it 29 versus their AC -1? Yeah.
or their AC +1.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sorry,
Yeah,
plus
so
1.
29 versus no, you miss, is the answer to that. It is not enough to hit.
Damn. Okay, on that front, we are going to healing bomb Dachi with our last action. So, just gonna roll this and hope that it doesn't crit fail on the attack. Yep, 4 is still good, so that's going to be elixir life moderate. Drop one of those.
That would be a
That
crit
is a crit
fail.
fail.
What, is it a crit fail?
Her AC
I've got
is 32.
AC.
But that's not a crit fail.
It's
Oh.
10.
It's
If
more
you
than
fail
10
by 10,
below.
it's a crit fail.
Yeah. So
Oh,
yeah.
fuck.
Crit. Things I did not know about 2nd edition.
Yeah. So the scale goes both ways. 10 or more is a crit. 10 or less is a crit fail.
Oh.
So I think that is your turn.
I did not know that. Okay.
I don't think you guys
Well-
have crit failed a whole lot. So, but
Yeah, when we've crit failed, it's usually just been a plain crit fail,
okay.
like rolling a 1. Well, that didn't work. Dodgy, have fun with this empty glass that we forgot to pour the potion into.
Thank you.
Evlona's gonna get over here to get a clear line of sight against Baggy and shoot her to try and see if she can add some more movement penalty on her. For the, I guess, just for Barry and Shijin, almost all of their attacks are area of effect, so that's why they're kind of cantrip heavy when they can't get clear area of effect hits. Just so you're aware of that. 35 will hit. and that will do 19 damage. Baggy doesn't look very good. Her clothing is starting to get frozen, and the hits she's taken has done quite a bit of damage to her. It is Shijin's turn.
Okay, let me see here. I'm gonna cast. I think the same. Electric arc between Widow and Baggy.
How long is the jump distance on that?
It's 30. Actually, it doesn't say.
It's electric.
It says
arc
1
is
to 2
30 feet.
targets as long as you're 30 feet. Well, it says 30 feet for the first one, I guess.
I'm trying to find it in your spell list.
I'm 99% certain both targets just have to be within 30 feet of you.
And I'm casting it from Finn, which I can do.
Okay,
And
so
they're both
30
within
feet.
30 feet of Finn.
Where is electric arc?
On their cantrip?
Other cantrips.
Oh, okay, that's why I can't find it, because I was looking for higher. Where are you? Sorry, I'm just reading it. The range of electric arc. Oh my god, can you just... Oh, okay. Yeah, there's no range restriction in there. Cool. Okay. So they both make reflex saves. So, Grote gets an 29, which is a failure, so she's going to take 18. And Nana is going to... see how this goes.
Oh, it's not... Oh yeah, Baggy Nana, sorry.
Yeah, Baggy Nana passes, so she takes
Half.
half
Right?
damage. Yeah. So that's how much is half damage? 9?
9.
You sizzle Baggy Nana. She writhes and convulses as that shock hits her, and she collapses to the floor dead. You have killed Baggy Nana.
I'm gonna move out of this area.
Okay.
Okay, that's my turn. I assume I can move past them? Like
You can move
just on the
through allies, you just can't end on them.
Okay, yeah.
Dodgy, it is your turn.
Alrighty. So that was a 10-foot ledge, right?
Yes.
I would like to do a cloud jump onto that ledge, which I think gives me 3 times whatever I roll for distance traveled. Cool, so 3 times that is how far I can jump.
Where is Cloud Jump?
It's attached from the Major Cosmos curse. Save. It won't let me.
Oh, wow, yep. Okay. I got it.
Sweet.
When you high jump, use the calculation for a long jump, but don't triple the distance. Whatever. I'll figure it out later. I don't care enough to get into it, but I need to look that up. I need to look up jumping more. Okay,
Fair enough.
so that's an action. What next?
I will. Well, I can't reach her from here. I'll do produce flame. Oh gosh. And I'll throw it near Americana's head.
It kind of flies over Maracana, over Widow Groat, and splashes against the wall ineffectually.
Awesome.
Um,
And that's my turn.
Cool. Widow Groat's turn. Seeing the way that all of this is going, Widow Groat is also going to cast Ethereal Jaunt, unless somebody can prevent that.
Americana has an attack of opportunity, maybe? I don't know.
Yeah, because that's
No.
considered movement, isn't it?
It's a
No,
spell.
it's a-
So unless anybody can stop a 9th level spell, that's gonna happen.
If it has the somatic component, then it would provoke an AOO.
It
does. Yeah,
Yeah, it
somatic
does.
and verbal.
Yep.
Oh, then the other one Peggy would have provoked from like 3 people.
Yeah, also true.
If they had AOO.
I mean, at least Keshma did before she moved, and then I think Maracana was next to her too, and then Dodgy.
Daji doesn't have it, but yeah, Americana definitely does.
Well, I'm gonna put that on you guys to actually know when you get attacks of opportunities. So
Ugh.
Yeah,
I
it's
saw that
any
roll to an
move
18.
action except step actions, and then any ability with the manipulate trait will
Oh.
trigger AOOs.
no, so that doesn't then, because it's somatic and verbal, not the.
The somatic component
it?
is manipulate.
Okay, never mind. Okay, yeah. So, Maracana, you try to do it, but miss. Oh, does Keshma have? Nope, she doesn't. She does not have an attack of opportunity. Lucanu does. She'll use hers. We'll see what happens. Yeah, she'll hit. For 18.
Cool.
So, she hits her, but the spell does complete, and Widow Groat disappears, and I'm going to end combat. As that was a weird set of error messages that all flew off at once. So the 2 injured and surviving Sewn Sisters have left the material plane, and the force field on the door will disappear as soon as I get to my light controls.
Wait, that only lasts for a minute. Ethereal Jaunt. It says sustained for up to a minute.
Yeah, well, they should have. You know what? They're on the material or the ethereal plane, unless you really want me to do more rounds of combat.
Yeah, fair enough.
Like I said, this is an imperfect thing. Yeah. I'm just going to rule it as they get to stay on the ethereal plane, because this whole encounter is meant to be run with them being able to actually go to the ethereal plane permanently at will.
All right. Well, 1 out of 5 keys done. Time for number 2.
Try again.
Wouldn't mind a rest though before we open this thing fully. If we can. Just doesn't seem
Yeah,
possible
I,
like half a tank.
I just want to remind y'all, I have I don't have a lot left. I could use a break to make some new shit.
What do you think?
You want to take a long rest? I'm down.
Yeah. Before we do, I'd cast Circle or Field of Life. But yeah.
So you can definitely begin a long rest if you would like. The bathroom, and then we'll go from there. So if anybody else needs a break, I think there's one thing left I want to do tonight. But yeah, I'm gonna go to the bathroom, and I'll be right back.
All right, I'll follow suit.
Dang, I didn't know we were getting a long rest. I would have been
Oh,
like
jeez, that was
casting
terrible.
spells or high lower spells and shit.
Mhm.
I don't know. I think Grim told us last time. He was like, "Oh, like the next part is like a gauntlet of boss fights." So I was like, "Oh, I better save everything I can."
Yeah. It goes for a minute, doesn't it? So it's 10 rounds. I guess everyone heal 30. Who wants it?
I didn't even get touched, so I'm still invisible. Forgot about that.
Yeah, but I can
Uh,
still see you.
I was hiding, or when I got the chance, I hid.
My God, I'm gonna abuse this so much. I totally forgot about it.
The last circle of healing. Not field of life, rather. I suspect our lich friends probably can't take advantage of it.
Probably hurts him. I'll be right back. I'm gonna get food.
Yep.
And I'm back.
Welcome back. I used Circle of fucking Field of Life and then started to refocus before initiating long rest, I guess.
Okay. So you just
Hey, Grim, I think you said last time or the time before that we had like a gauntlet of bosses or something to fight through, kind of coming up.
so
I'm just wondering because I don't know how often you give out long rests. Because
this is okay, so metagame point. This is the last long rest that is possible in the campaign. Tomb of Annihilation.
Fair enough. I just didn't know how often we were getting them.
This is the last chance you're gonna get, because there are after you open the door, that is the point of no return, basically, for the end of the game, or the campaign for Tomb of Annihilation. So yeah, this is it. You can successfully long rest here, if you would like to.
Sweet.
Do we get hit points for a long rest? I think we did. Oh no.
You get like full, right?
No, you
Or is
don't get
that
full. That's 5th edition. That is not Pathfinder. In Pathfinder,
I would be healing everyone with fucking the medicine checks though, and since I can do those every 10 minutes.
So is probably where I'll give you the rules on long rest in Pathfinder 2e because they're pretty different. A long rest is 8 hours of sleep, so you have to like sleep for 8 hours.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, you could probably take an extra like 30
Yeah,
minutes.
but like unlike 5th edition, you can't do shit during a long rest. You have to just long rest for 8 hours. Like it's not like Pathfinder where you can have a 5th edition where you can have a 59-minute combat technically and still have your long rest work. You get hit points equal to your con modifier multiplied by your level. So whatever your con modifier times 11, because you're all level 11. Wait.
Oh, sweet. So I get 11 hit points.
Yeah. You lose fatigued. If you have doomed or drained, it goes down by 1.
All right, I'm back. Sorry.
Yeah, I'm explaining how long rest works in this rules system, because it's different than many people are used
You
to.
get all your spells back.
You get your spells back, you lose fatigued, you reduce doomed and drained by 1, and you get hit points level times your con modifier. And that's what you get out of it. Also, other things worth noting. If you're sleeping in your armor, you wake up fatigued. And if you sleep in your armor and you had fatigued, it doesn't remove any of it.
That's all right.
If you go more than 16 hours without sleep, you become fatigued. So basically, long rests are like actual life in Pathfinder, not like in 5th edition where a long rest is just like this 6-hour reset button.
I mean, Dashi was nude thanks to your trap destroying her armor, so.
She put other armor on. She put crap armor on.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm not going to force you to be naked.
Huh? So actually, I need to change my spells up.
So I should probably figure out.
So I don't think I'll need Phantom Steed in there.
Okay, so she gets. Will you let me do this? So they get plus 12. She gets plus 12.
All right, I am back with pad thai.
Nice.
Yummy.
Oh, wait. Keshma probably doesn't have a 0 modifier for con. No. She gets 55 hit points back. Wow. That makes a big difference. Okay, I think I've healed all the NPCs. Oh, Lucanu. Main. Lucanu has a... Jesus. Lucanu is nothing but Constitution. Okay. Okay. I've taken care of NPCs. So we should be good there.
Damn it, wasn't it?
So make sure you reset your spells and whatnot that you want to do.
No, we don't want Phantasmal Calamity.
Yeah, if anybody has spells that they want to change what they have prepared, that would be a good time.
I'm spontaneous, so
Yeah.
I got my brewing done.
Okay. Got your inventory all correctly allocated?
Yep.
Okay. Cool.
I will cast.
It's per region, right?
What was that?
It was 3 per region was what we had, right?
Your bombs are 3 per. Yeah, when you create
Bomb.
them, bombs are 3. I think elixirs, if you create them as part of your preparations, you get 3. Otherwise, you get 1 because quick alchemy doesn't affect your healing elixirs.
Okay.
No, I lose my curse, which is totally always negative effects and stuff.
Your curse that's mostly not a curse.
Yeah, the one that actually just gives me a whole bunch of benefits.
Is Syrinscape.
Oh, I'm going to cast Mage Armor on myself, because I think that lasts until the next time I do daily prep.
Oh, it's probably just so quiet I can't hear it. Syrinscape is having issues tonight. I don't know. The background effects aren't working anymore on my end. I don't know why. Maybe I need to pay them again. Who knows?
Sucked it up.
Yeah. I don't know. I'll go yell at them. Okay, does anybody have anything else they need to do as part of their long rest?
Negative. Oh, I'm good anyway.
Barry, you good?
what's up?
You good with long rest? You've done everything you need to do? Probably. I don't think you have much to prep, do you?
No.
Yeah. So Shijin, you're good?
Yep.
Dodgy, you're good.
I pet Finn and give him a lot of attention.
Okay, cool.
Oh,
You good?
yeah, no, I'm good.
Okay.
I'll cast that later.
So as you all kind of rouse from your long rest, she's not prone. Oh, I probably screwed that up, but that's okay.
Sorry, I'm retarded. I cast Vital Beacon myself before I went long rest.
Yeah.
Wait. Never mind. That does nothing. All good. To my next daily prep. Fuck.
Yeah, so if you cast it before the long rest,
Yeah, it would do nothing.
Yeah,
So,
I was gonna say I don't think you can put that through a long rest. I think it's supposed
the only
to
one
be...
that would.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have one spell that would work, and I don't think having a horse right now would be very helpful.
I mean, I don't know.
Well,
I can't necessarily think of a use of a horse right now, but you know.
I could, but I mean,
Anyway,
wouldn't be very appropriate.
look, you play a centaur in the other game, okay? Just you only get
Yeah,
you get 4
That's
feet
true.
in one campaign at a time. Okay, so
friendship is magic train.
oh Jesus. Now I just want to know what's your pony mark and pony name?
Oh god,
What's your persona, Daiji?
I don't know what that is, but
Oh, my sweet summer child.
I know.
Consider yourself lucky. So over the course of the long rest, the cauldron dies down and the fog dissipates. The air in this room is still dank and musty as befitting a chamber that's probably at least 100 feet below ground. But as all of you rouse from your long rest, you notice that there is a figure, a gaunt humanoid figure that has appeared. None of you noticed this person necessarily enter the room, but they're definitely present now in the northeast corner, sitting in a chair, legs crossed, just kind of observing all of you. And yeah, that kind of each of you notice this person as you break away from your preparations.
Oh,
Americana rolls off the incredibly uncomfortable stairs. That was a good nap.
good evening. Or morning, I suppose. It's hard to tell the time in here.
Do you mind?
I don't think time matters anymore in here.
Yeah.
I'm
Can we help you?
not sure what time it is outside, but I wanted to come down and introduce myself in person. I am Withers. You've heard me communicate with you a few times while you've been in the Tomb of the Nine Gods, and I also wanted to congratulate you. No one has made it this far into the tomb before, so well done.
Curious to know, has there been that many attempts?
Judging from all the corpses?
Oh, they could have been brought in later.
Per my records, when poor Tlad was cut down earlier in this room, he was the 998th adventurer to fail to reach the chambers beyond the doorway before you.
Oh, so that would make us, well, I think in our midst...
Big damn heroes.
Yeah.
Ain't we just?
Honestly, makes me a little sad. We almost made the 1,000.
I mean, we probably do if we count ourselves individually. We didn't all come here at once.
You know, I
Oh,
would
don't lie to yourself. Me and Gail are attached to the hip.
I would have to double check, but I don't think Miss Alwazir, I don't believe you are counted in the adventurer total. And Keshma just sneers at him as he says this.
She's polite as ever.
Careful, she's got a mean backhand.
Yeah, but she'd have to hit me first.
I'm not saying it's not hot.
We're not doing that
kind of
sequence
ducks
again.
away over here.
I was gonna say. No, why don't you go back to your paramour over there? I'm sure she'd love to hear all about it.
Americana has far too much in common with far too many of my friends for comfort.
I'm
No, the atmosphere over by Daji is more enjoyable and floaty.
but she's not floating right now.
What?
Nope. Because she isn't
witchcraft.
she isn't cursed at the moment, so
Oh, that's weird.
well
I'm
usually
uncomfortable with this.
to be fair, I usually start spamming debilitating dichotomy at the first chance I get, so it usually doesn't last long, but
Barry, you're moving around. Are you doing anything or just getting closer?
What was the question?
I said I saw you move across the bottom of the room. Are you doing anything in particular?
Yeah, I
or-
was just getting with the rest of the party.
Okay, cool. Wither sitting in the corner says, I mean you, and you may not believe me, but I mean you no ill will. This is the first time this has ever occurred, and I wanted to give you the opportunity to meet your tour guide or tormentor, depending on how you consider it, and wish you luck if you choose to progress in the door to the chambers beyond.
Well, that is appreciated. Did you have any potential tips or advice about what might be beyond this door?
Those rooms are my master's domain. I know that the soulmonger, which I think I've heard you speak of, it resides beyond, along with the being it nourishes. But beyond that, I don't really have any advice. I'd tell you to leave through the front door, but that's impossible. So I'm curious to see how you fare in the room beyond.
I do want to know, were the witches just here and being annoying? Or were they part of your master's ploy?
Oh, the sisters. Asirak recruited them to help him develop the soulmonger that is nourishing the Atropal beyond. The soulmonger is an interesting device. He, working with the soul bag magic that the night hags have, was able to create a much broader effect. The soulmonger is kind of okay, so yes, you guys know a little bit more about it, Shijin. You personally might not, but just for context, it's intercepting all souls that would normally go to an afterlife. It is harvesting all of them across the known world. It's the impetus of the death curse that sets this whole campaign in motion. So basically, the party was tasked by a quasi-mysterious benefactor to go find the soulmonger and put an end to it. The first effect, I already said that if somebody dies, they can't be resurrected. The second effect it has is anybody who had been raised by any sort of magical or supernatural resurrection was beginning to wither and slowly die. So basically the Soulmonger is an existential threat to all life. The purpose of it, nobody really knew, but they knew that it was happening. And I think that was about all the context there was. Hopefully that's mildly clarifying for you. Yeah. So yeah, a Syrak per Withers recruited or forced the Sewn Sisters to help him take night hags usually capture single souls at a time, and somehow he convinced this coven to help him create the Soulmonger, is what Withers is explaining.
But they must have gotten something out of it, surely. And probably nothing so mundane as their lives.
I was not part of the contract negotiations that my master conducted with the sisters, so I can't even hazard a guess as to their exact motivations for joining this endeavor.
Is there a check I could do to see if he's lying?
Yeah.
I would assume.
I'll be back in a couple minutes. Sorry.
Yep.
I have to just look at skills real quick. That's a good question. What is the equivalent of an insight check? Probably.
Perception.
Yeah, probably perception. Yeah.
Okay. Sure. Dang it. I love rolling sixes. It's like all I ever do.
So it doesn't seem to you that Withers is lying.
Fair enough. And what of this domain? How is it that he is able to affect it so that I can't even feel Asmodeus here? Referring to like generic gods in general, I guess, but I don't think Darji would really give a shit about the others.
Well, there's two interesting effects actually that are going on to dampen your connection. The first is that Chult is actually due to a very, very ancient bargain that predates my master and all of us, the domain of only Ubteo, the primordial. He's not a god per se, but a force that predated the gods. Ubteo created a bargain centuries ago, aeons ago, to prevent any other gods from taking direct action here. And secondly, Asirak created this tomb, and well, my master would argue that he is more powerful than the gods themselves. I have no way to verify this, but
a bold statement.
This entire domain was created by Asirak, and I'm sure you've noticed many things don't work according to any normal rules or laws of gods or magic. I would say, let's see, who's here? Shijin, you would probably be mildly familiar with Asirak. Asirak is a lich who is known for being very old and very usually busy traveling through various planes of existence, and is almost kind of like a boogeyman of some arcane texts, but is definitely mentioned.
Okay.
Although I think Shijin left, didn't he? So
Possibly to go do
I'm here.
Oh, okay.
I'm
sorry.
listening. I was writing it down.
Yeah. Like, basically, in your study of the arcane, Asirak would have come up as kind of like a big boogeyman of like, don't fuck with Asirak, don't seek out Asirak. Asirak is bad, don't cross him. And he's a lich. Or it is a lich at this point.
He's the boogeyman.
Some have even referred to a Sirak as an archlich.
And that's lich is just something like an undead.
Liches are extremely powerful wizards who undergo an intense and grueling ritual that usually ends in death, but if they succeed, it allows them to become immortal undead, with their soul bound to a phylactery. And if their physical form is defeated, unless you destroy their phylactery, they reform. And they live off the souls of others.
What do they typically use as phylacteries?
Each phylactery is unique to its creator.
Okay. So it could literally be anything.
Yeah. Like it could be a book, it could be a chest, it could be a carriage.
I missed.
Like,
and I would imagine it's like super protected or something.
yes. Generally, liches, most of their defenses would be to protect their phylactery. And
Oh, I'm talking about the soul
Yeah,
cage.
we're talking about. Well, we're talking about Sirak. He said he was a very old like archlich who's a kind of like a boogeyman of arcane texts.
That's interesting.
I don't know.
And he's the creator. He's the creator of the tomb, right?
Yes. So I think you guys would probably have learned Barry and Shijin, just catching you up on lore that was revealed earlier in the campaign, but you would have gotten it by entering the tomb. So the Tomb of the Nine Gods was created by a Sirak, and Withers is the superintendent, basically, of the tomb. A Sirak...
Did you know that the heater's not working on level 2?
Uh-huh.
Did you know that the heater isn't working on level 2?
Take that under advisement. But basically, the city of Omu, which is what is above this tomb, was dedicated to the worship of the 9 trickster gods that various folks have had inhabit them via the magical items and getting through the tomb thus far. Asirak killed them all, buried them in this tomb, and had this tomb dug out by undead. He converted much of the population of Omu into undead servants, including Withers and all of the tomb dwarves in this tomb, built the tomb, and recently installed the Soulmonger. So this tomb is about 200 years old. But yeah, so Asirak came in, killed everybody in the city, rose them as undead, killed the gods, buried them in this tomb, and then disappeared, basically.
So then Daji would be somewhat aware of his rise to power then, I guess. If it's only 200.
So the city of Omu, nobody outside of Chult would even know about it.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
enough. Omu is very specific to Chult, so if Daji doesn't have a background in Chult, which I'm assuming she doesn't, she wouldn't know shit about Omu. That's why it took you guys half the campaign to find it. Because finding the lost city of Omu is the first half of the campaign. As far as a Sirak, I'm reaching now. Does Daji have a big background in arcane lore?
Not really. She was more of a divine caster.
Yeah, so Daji may have heard of Sirak once or twice, but beyond just oh, that's a name that vaguely sounds familiar, you wouldn't know anything about him.
Yeah, fair enough. Damn, I'm not even trained in Arcana. RIP. Oh well.
And I am. Oh, I'm not on push to talk anymore, haha.
RIP.
Huh? You okay?
Yeah, I have a master thing for Arcana,
Yeah, I'll just look.
I would hope so. You're a mage.
That's why I was giving you a bit more information about a Sirak, because
okay.
I don't want to make this a whole bunch of dice rolls. I just think it's Yeah.
That's fair.
And all of you notice at this point that Evlona and Nithla look much more uncomfortable as they're listening to this conversation.
What about liches?
Well, just like the whole thing, like Asirak, Soulmonger,
Oh.
like as Withers is explaining kind of how this is all working, Evlona and Nithla don't look happy about it.
Is something wrong, Evlona?
We knew the Soulmonger was not good, but this is a travesty even for our discipline. The end of all souls on the planet destroys even the liches that are native to Toril.
I suspect then he just aims to be the sole power in the world.
I think his ambitions are a bit larger than that. I think Asirak is trying to prove that by feeding the Atropole off the Soulmonger, he can create a god, and therefore elevate himself above even the gods themselves.
But note he has to do this hiding away from a spot where the gods cannot see him. He's not all powerful.
I really don't think he's actually thought that through, because just because you can create a god doesn't give you more power than one.
Yeah, that may not be his intention. He just wishes to prove that he's also great in creating a god. But were he to actually meet a powerful one, I suspect he would meet his end very quickly.
Withers just kind of shrugs at all of this, like, oh.
Well, I don't like it.
So, Withers, are you here to join us on a merry last round, or I suspect just here for a checkup, I suppose?
Well, I cannot join you in opposing my master. My existence at this point is entirely contingent on the goodwill of Asirak, but I felt having reached this point, you all deserved a chance to learn or ask whatever questions you would want. You are the first to make it this far.
Fair enough.
Hopefully we're the last that ever have to go this far. That sounded better in my head.
I get the intent. I think I know what you were trying to say.
Just because he's got 25 intelligence doesn't mean he can always use it.
25? What?
What?
Oh, 15.
Yeah, you got
Oh,
15
excuse me.
intelligence. You didn't get that
I
smart.
was going to
dude.
say 25. What? I
You didn't get that
think that's
smart.
like up there with a god.
Almost.
It's the ineffable
Still
wisdom.
far
We'll be up
smarter
in a
than
couple minutes.
still far smarter than any
Sure.
barbarian ever should be.
Sorry, what was the other comment?
You said couple minutes. I suspect he was talking to someone else.
Oh, okay. Cool. Oh,
Yeah, sorry about that.
No, that's
the
fine.
ladies involved.
Hey, you know what I should do? There we go. That door's not locked anymore.
Oh. Dodgy Suts.
I'm
Well,
assuming you put all of the keys in it.
yeah, why not? Like, no more witches / coven people, whatever, jumped out and
They appear to
did
have
anything
disappeared.
unpleasant. Sweet. I think we've triggered the witches trap, you guys.
Yay. Well, Withers, it's been fun. I hope you the best.
Is that a good thing? Or...
But we got a wannabe god maker to kill.
Yeah.
Is
I'd rather souls go back to where they belong.
Yeah, we got to get stabby rib stab on this guy.
That must be like the Souls version of a fucking Diet Coke and Mentos. It's like you kick it and just
I mean,
some necromancer just screaming, no!
As
I did fit.
a few of you,
I'm pretty sure when we pop this thing, it's going to be bad.
yeah, as dodging,
What could possibly go wrong?
as the two of you head towards the door, Withers says, "I will warn you, if you go through that door, I'm not sure you'll be able to return. It is either the only way out is through, I believe is the saying."
That's what
So
she
keep
said.
on going. All right.
Sometimes the only way out is through, specifically through the hull plating.
I'm trying to first aid myself.
Are
Or
you,
treat wounds, whatever you call it.
are you still missing a few hit points?
Did you not get patched? I told you, I was patching everyone up.
Oh, never mind.
Kind of pats Adaji on the back. You're a good person. We can heal your wounds.
I'm a good. Well, I mean,
Potion seller, I'm going into battle, and I require your strongest potion.
The friends
It's
we
not
made along the way.
It's not.
Yep.
It's not the wounds inside, outside that hurt. It's the ones you can't see.
I was going to say, Daji's not really a good person. She is still a evil cleric who worships the Lord of Hell, but
I mean, we still love her.
yeah,
Do we?
But at least you're
Well.
lawful.
News to me.
she loves herself, so I mean that counts, right?
I mean, I love her, so by extension, you do too, Gale.
Oh,
Attached to the hip.
okay.
Oh,
Okay.
god damn.
So yeah,
That-
the real treasure.
I feel like this is what happens if you try to explain a polycule to Americana.
Oh, just you know what? The real friends were the real treasure was the friends you made along the way. Blah 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 platitudes.
Sweet.
It's like, shut up, get through the door.
Daji dramatically tries to kick the door open and probably hurts a
That
leg.
doesn't work. As you put the last key in the door, you kick the door as it rises into the ceiling, and you see as the door grinds up, you are assaulted by a wave of heat
Oh,
from the chamber beyond.
that looks cool.
Ooh.
Yeah, even
Toasty.
better this time, right? He did it.
Ooh.
Anyway, I'll explain that after I finish this description. But you see a stairwell descending about 20 feet down and opening into a room where you can hear and smell both the smell of brimstone and lava and the sound of wailing and the bubbling of lava. And just because it's hard to describe this, I'm going to move the two of you forward so that I can give a full description before we end the session. As you descend down the stairwell into this room, you see a crumbling balcony overlooking a pool of lava filling a triangular chamber above which there is suspended an enormous crystal cylinder in the center of it, which is where I am pinging right now. Wraith-like forms swirl within and around the cylinder, and there are otherworldly screams hanging in the air. There are 4 long tentacles sprouting from the bottom of this cylinder, and from the top, an umbilical cord attaches itself to a floating, shriveled monstrosity the size of an elephant. This creature's body is wet and malformed. Its arms and legs are atrophied, and its oversized head drips black goo. There are 2 balconies on either side of the room, and a gate in the southern end of the room on a 3rd balcony. And I think that is where we will end this session.
Gale, get the AT6.
This is too scary for me. I'm backing out. I'll see you guys on the other side.
Just close the fucking door. God
Yep,
damn.
yeah, close it. Let's go back, guys. Fuck
Yeah.
it.
I didn't sign up for this.
Turns out this was a
This is
bad
where Gale
idea.
just throws a fucking bandolier in, closes the door, and says, "Not my problem."
I kind of imagine you just get your bag full of your bombs and just chuck that instead. Just chuck the whole bag. set
This
it on
looks like a
fire.
job for Ambassador Pineapple. Knock him dead out there.
Ambassador Pineapple, I love it.
Have you never seen Freeman's Mind?
That's amazing. I'm gonna Google that right now.
Oh my god. Oh, no, you're not. I'm going to explain this to you. I am going to explain this to you once we wrap up everything here.
So yeah, I think the
Yeah, that's actually a popular search result. Freeman's Mind, Ambassador Pineapple.
Someone literally did like Half-Life, like the original Half-Life, from the perspective of Gordon Freeman, like talking to himself the entire time. Ross from Accursed Farms, and it's so fucking it's fucking hilarious. And apparently, after like years and years and years on hiatus, he finally started Freeman's Mind for Half-Life 2, which I really need to catch up on. But it's just. It's so good. Let me get some of the SFM clips for it.
So you like the Souls effect, Myokin?
Sorry?
The Souls effect that got added in since last
That is
Thursday?
sick.
Oh. Anyway, so programming notes. Once this room starts, that's it, right? Like this is the end of the campaign, for most intents and purposes. I think the length of this room is somewhere between 3 and 5 hours to get through. So I think I've said it in chat a few times, but I'm down to either kind of run 2 normal sessions or try to figure out if like next weekend we can try and fit like 2 sessions in. We can talk about it in Discord. I just want to make sure that like, because like if it's not obvious, you're gonna have to kill this thing, and then there's another thing that's gonna happen next. And so I'd rather kind of just go into it knowing if like we're gonna try and do both fights or do one fight. So I'll talk to you guys about scheduling on Discord. Based on the other group, yeah, it took a lot longer than I thought it was gonna, but we'll see. Anyway, yeah, so we have either 1 or 2 sessions left in this, and then my plan is to probably pause for a week or so just to make sure I have everything buttoned up on the Forge instance. I think I do, but I might need a week to just make sure I have all the bits and bobs ironed out. And then what I would like to do for once we get through this is kind of have the first session of Fists of the Ruby Phoenix be kind of like half of the session be double checking the characters you guys want to take into it, because I think Barry and Shijin, I think you both have different characters. Am I remembering that correctly?
Yeah. I mean, I'm down to keep playing Barry. Well, I'm probably gonna have to change him, but I don't know.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, but I already have the Druid finished. Never mind. I have the Druid finished. Nope. I'm not gonna make another character. Sorry.
I think I just need to double check the rules for Ruby Fest.
Yeah, I mean, if you look up the Ruby Fist Player's Guide, there are a couple archetypes in there, but don't worry about taking those before the campaign starts.
I don't think we have access to them yet.
I mean, from a lore perspective, you wouldn't. But so anyway, also I think for Gale, Murakana, and Daji, we are going to have to rework your characters because I'm going to drop you down to single class. So basically, I need to double check everybody's characters and make sure it's the way I want to run Fists of the Ruby Phoenix is 1 class with free archetype variant. So basically, you get 1 class and you get free archetype progression
I think I'll do that actually.
alongside it.
The single class one.
What was that?
I said I think I linked you one where I just
Maybe?
have my single class
Yeah.
character.
But I also, what I want to do also is just because of how tuned Pathfinder is, I'll probably ask in Discord, but I want to make sure that we have a decent party composition. Just because it's Pathfinder and not 5th edition, where you can get away with bullshit, whereas Pathfinder, you need like a certain mix of. The game assumes that you build your party to
Have a
be
balanced
balanced.
issue party.
Like you're gonna have divine, you're gonna have arcane, maybe you'll have occult, maybe you'll have the other one that I can't remember. Primal, yeah. And you'll have we'll have one melee tanky type. We'll have Anyway, I just want to make sure that your guys' party comp is good. For anybody from the Eve group, I'm gonna try and get Astriel to play. Gabe.
Yes!
I'm gonna try and get Gabe to play.
Sorry, I was in direction.
He said he was gonna join us.
Astriel. I've been out of E for so
That's
fucking
fine.
long.
And, well, Jared knows who he is. It's fine.
He's only the biggest jolly bastard you will ever meet in your life.
Yeah.
He's enjoyable.
Oh, sweet Jesus.
So I'm hoping to pull him in, because then I think we'll have.
Astriel. Oh, wait,
Yeah,
no, I think I've met Astriel before. I think I know Astriel.
Yeah.
Vaguely.
I'm hoping to pull him in because I think he'll be a good addition to the group, both from a mechanics and from a role-playing perspective. So anyway, and that'll give us enough flexibility to hopefully, like, if we're missing a person or two, not have to stop or have me be like,
Right.
No.
I will say, just with how my classes are going to be ramping up soon, I don't know exactly what things are going to be looking like for me. I'll have to keep y'all posted on that front, but
I'm trying to get
I'm
us.
going to be going to a whole heavy schedule.
Yeah, I'm trying to get the party count to a point where enough people will be here every week so that I don't. There'll be random weeks where I have to cancel, but I'm hoping to get us. If I can get Astriel or Gabe to join, we'll be. I think get a pretty solid player count every week so that we can just keep going. Anyway,
Did I just hear your phone ring?
I'm slightly terrified about what characters Gabe would bring to, well, any tabletop actually.
I'm excited.
Have you seen some of the characters he makes?
Yes.
Yes. And they
Yeah.
are memeful, and I love it.
look, the first.
They're great, but also like,
So before this goes too far, thanks everybody for playing.
Thank you for hosting.
Yeah, and I'm planning same time next week, hopefully earlier. We had a crazy day today.
If you want to start an hour earlier, I can make it.
So I'm
If
thinking.
you start like 2 hours earlier, I'm gonna be late.
Yeah, I'll type it up in Discord because I've been trying to talk to my wife about like the best way to run like a mega session. And I don't have a good version because I can't start an hour earlier. Like if I were to do something, I would have to do like an afternoon
Right, 'cause you gotta put the
thing.
kids to sleep, right?
Yeah, because I have 3 kids. I guess for the new folks, I have a 2-year-old, a 5-year-old, and a 7-year-old, and that's why my start time is so variable. Because if it's I'm a dad first, and I, this is my 3rd string hobby, to be blunt. Or not hobby, but like work, family, work, then this. So yeah, that's why the start time is always sometime after 9 p.m. because sometimes we can get the kids down, and sometimes they become this hideous feedback loop of child energy that's frightening. If you think debilitating dichotomy is scary, you should see a 2-year-old that doesn't want to go to sleep. Jesus Christ.
Oh, I know. My sister kept dumping her kids on me to look after, so...
Okay, yeah. So that's why I'm always like, I'm gonna try and start. So I'll talk about it in Discord, and we can see if it's either 1 session or 2 session, because I do want the end of this to be fun. Yeah. Anyway. Cool.
Sounds good.
I am gonna go pass out. Thanks, everybody.
As will I. Good night.
Doesn't
Thank you,
Yes,
bye.
thank you for listening.
Bye.